What's up, everyone? Welcome to DNA's Classics Lounge. This week is technically becoming a classic. It's part of an older generation, being the last generation. The PS3, it was only on the PS3. So that generation, which also saw the Xbox 360 and part of the Wii U. So tonight we're going to take a trip back to 2013, so just 5 years ago. So not that long ago, but long enough where it seems like it's been forever since we've got a new God of War game. Almost as such that we thought the series was complete after the events of tomorrow's stream, God of War 3. Obviously, it's much longer than an hour, 2 hours, so you won't get to see the end. But spoiler alert, something happens at the end that leads us to believe that Kratos was gone. Ruined it for everyone. Dun dun dun. But really though, it's been a while since we've seen a God of War game. Throughout its lifespan, we've seen 7 different installments from the PS2, PS3, PSP, and even mobile devices. But this one again comes from the last one, or the most recent in the series on the PS3, and it's called God of War Ascension. We're going to try this out like we've been doing. Rob says spoilers. How could I? Like, really? Yeah. Where was I going with that? I don't know, but let's jump into gameplay because I hope this holds up. We've had some troubles with PS Now this week, and I did my trial for this, so I hope I have some better luck. While this is loading, in case you didn't know, at the bottom of our screen is a URL goal. We are slowly achieving success. We're at 87 subscribers right now. When we get to 100, we'll have the possibility of getting the URL we want for YouTube. And then we'll stop bothering you about that. And I'm sure we'll come up with other things. But for right now, we need your help by clicking that subscribe button if you're on YouTube. If you're not, there's a link in the chat right now on Facebook. Check it out, follow it. Help us out. Subscribe if you're on Twitch. Jump over to youtube.com, search for Dose of Nerd Acumen. Give us a subscribe. We appreciate it. Now that the marketing mumbo jumbo and all that promotional stuff's out of the way, hopefully this game will load. Warning! If you have seizures or epilepsy, consult a doctor before you play this game. There are a lot of flashing sequences. Rob had a flashing sequence in his game, but I think that was a little different. There's boobies.
Oh.
Yeah. So, for those joining me this evening, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, thank you for hanging out at the lounge. Hopefully, this stream goes well. Online user agreement. So yes, this was the only one to my knowledge in the series to have multiplayer, which I don't know if it's been confirmed or not, if the new one has multiplayer. I've heard rumblings in the chatter this week on Rob's streams that there is going to be multiplayer. Cool. I think this is like Uncharted where it's not needed in the new game. I think the story from what it's showing as will suffice. That's loud. Let me turn that down. My apologies. Like, where's that sound? But, I don't know. What are your thoughts? Unnecessary multiplayer. Sure. Rob says unnecessary. I agree. It's like Uncharted. What are your guys' thoughts? Whether you're watching this live, chat in. If you're watching this on demand, chat in as well. We want to know what you guys think. I'll try to be quiet during cutscenes. Yeah, I'm sure you can still hear the TV. This is that's as low as it goes, unfortunately. I'll turn my mic down for a second.
Furious sought retribution only first of these traitors was Aegean the Hecatoncheires.
Let me know if that sounds better. I just made the adjustment.
Pledged a blood oath to Zeus, only to later betray the king of the gods. The Furies were quick to take action. The sisters relentlessly hunted Aegean, and upon capturing the creature, tortured him without mercy. For the Furies believed death was too kind for this oathbreaker. Aegean the Hecatoncheires became an example to all. A special symbol for those who might think to break a blood oath with a god.
God of War Ascension. So for those that don't know, this is actually a prequel story. This takes place 10 years before the first two God of War games that Rob was playing this week. This story takes place over a 4-week span and sets up Kratos into the story arc that we know him for. And beyond that, honestly, I don't know a lot because this is the only one I've actually never played of the series. So for me, this is going to be a new experience. I played all the other ones. And my overall opinion, to be honest, of the God of War franchise is somewhat mixed. I've enjoyed them. They've been fun as far as an action-adventure type game where you just slice and dice people. Much like the Wolverine Origins game. Incredibly violent, fun, but yet short. I finished 1, 2, and 3 in under 8 hours each game. And then I was done. I beat them both in 1 or 2 sittings, well, all 3 rather, in 1 or 2 sittings. So. And I mean, while that's fine, it's, I don't know. I want more out of the franchise, and I think that's what they're going to deliver on in the new game, from what I've seen.
Kratos, the great Spartan general, was finally defeated. Driven mad, tortured and uncertain of his surroundings, the warrior found himself captured like a fly in the web of the Furies.
Never again.
So off the bat, battery's running low on controller. That's fun. Good way to start. Off the bat, the visuals look really impressive. I know it's a late PS3 title, and the PS3 had really good visuals, so that's not surprising here. Even streaming through PS Now, it's impressive as far as the detail. I'm sure it's slightly better if you have the disc or installed.
Hello, Kratos.
So I'm wondering if this will be quick time events. This franchise or series was notorious for those. Some frustratingly so.
What's wrong? You seem confused, Kratos. Having trouble remembering our special time together? But then again, we were rudely interrupted by my sister. A leftovers never won the manners. Not to worry. I am quite skilled at teaching respect.
So used to dodge, huh? Okay.
For what you
Quick time events here.
I owe you that.
Okay. Just Square to attack. Controls identical to the other games. Yeah, you're quick and you're more powerful. Of course, violence turned up to 11. Got a trophy already, look at that. I'm that good at this game.
Named after a crappy TV show.
Oh, Andrew. Prison Break was amazing. Okay, Rob just posted some average times for play times for the franchise, so you can get an idea. I am curious what the new one requires as far as like past story knowledge. I mean, the character, obviously if you're a PlayStation fan, you've heard of this franchise and or played some of this franchise or watched someone play this franchise. I can't imagine this being incredibly foreign to someone that's owned a PlayStation.
I had a PlayStation, but I never played God of War and something.
You didn't have a PlayStation. What did you play on the PlayStation, Andrew?
Tetris.
Yeah, but that's PS1. I'm talking about PS2.
You said PlayStation.
Wow.
You're not specifying.
I am now specifying for Andrea. Rob says I will fight you. Who are you fighting?
Probably me, because I said Prison Break sucks.
Why is everyone so violent now in this group? Everyone wants to fight everyone. That's not good. That thing is bugging him. Yep, right there. Oh, that's fun. He's possessed now. So I can grapple him. Oh, that's neat. Let's throw you. Wonder if this game will be like other ones where you get like a bunch of powers and then everything goes away. 'Cause that's always fun. You can chuck them into each other and play bowling. Alright, these guys are annoying already. Look at all these M-rated games are making y'all violent. Yes. We need to really cut back on the M-rated games. I think this is the first M-rated game here on the Classics Lounge. My show is not kid-friendly anymore. This is the first time on the Classics Lounge too that I have stepped away from Nintendo other than Streets of Rage for a minute there. So 10 episodes deep and we're on the PS3 now. So I can kick their arse. So one of the things you get, obviously this game is very grind heavy as far as the action adventure-ish combat. Those little red orb things, if you're unfamiliar with the franchise, those allow you to upgrade as you get so many of them. There we go. Rob said he switched to YouTube. Maybe the comments will come across more consistently. If you're not on YouTube watching right now, definitely should be. There's a link in the comments. If you're watching on Facebook, definitely check us out on YouTube and give us a subscribe. What does this mean? Interact with objects? Oh. Cool.
We're all innocent.
So if you're still on Facebook right now, after the stream, make sure to check out our page, which is facebook.com/Dose of Nerd Acumen. Why? Because there is an active poll right now. There are 2 games for next week's Classics Lounge that you can pick from. What are those 2 games? Well, go check it out. I'll tell you, though. They're Double Dragon 2 and Battletoads. Andrew, what would you pick?
Between Double Dragon and Battletoads?
Yeah.
Battletoads.
Battletoads. Gotta pick the harder game. Rob says it's not showing all my comments on Facebook. Well, because I banned certain keywords from you, Rob. I don't want to hear your chatter. I'm just kidding. I didn't do that. Alright. Any secrets? These games sometimes have secrets.
You will see how we treat Oathbreakers here.
Let's get this thing. A sword. Cool. The thing I really enjoy about the God of War games is the floating camera throughout the environments, and just the epic scale to a lot of the environments. Specifically, one of them, who was the god that you were fighting on her body? You remember that one?
No, I do not.
You've watched me play most of these.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember.
Rob probably knows. You're a bigger fan.
The woman's body?
Yeah.
Wasn't it like some... I almost just said, wasn't it like some god? Isn't that the entire fucking game?
It's time for you to meet your
God of War.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember.
Gaia, thank you. Thank you, Rob. I knew you would know it. Again, I've played through these. They're not my favorite. I don't hate them. But for me, it's not like, ooh, take my $60 for 8 hours.
We will see how you fare against the Hecatoncheires.
Wow. Her tits bug me. That's really gross. Battletoads forever. It's disturbing. Use right to evade. I see. Oh, I evaded into it. How do I fight? I have to learn. Okay. What are you gonna do here? Okay. So each boss battle, obviously, like most boss battles in games, they have patterns that you have to learn. You have to implement a strategy to defeat them. I mean, if you played one video game, you played most. And unfortunately, this one, as unique as it is, doesn't necessarily reinvent the wheel in that regard. Oh, yikes. So, first boss fight in 3 is another great fight like that. That is super gross. Rage it up. Kratos. Working on it. Don't know what I'm doing really yet. Still learning. Yikes. R1 to grapple. There we go. Quick time events, as promised. Capcom like to do this stuff too in their games. And the environment changed. So part 2 of the boss battle, which is proving to be more difficult. Okay. Again, learning their patterns here, not learning well. Oh, went right into it. That's, you know, a great plan of attack. This is not easy. There we go, got some health from that hit. That was needed. Something's changing. Gotta trigger it when it's full, yeah. Kratos don't care, he jumps straight into everything head first.
Atticus?
Monsters wandering. Ooh. Yikes. That attack though. There we go. Time event coming up. Indeed. Oh, messed that one up. Oops. I did not see R1. I thought it was just L1. Keep messing that up. So I'm not claiming to be good at this franchise either, so I'm doing okay. But this is not my forte. Alright, it's both of them this time. Cutting your own throat. That's nice. Nice touch there.
You cannot defeat us!
Gotta hand it to you. Clever trophies. Here we go. You gotta steer through the environment. It's like cool borders. Yikes. Oh, okay. That's really weird. Tripping me up. Again, the camera techniques, I applaud them for the use of that and the ingenuity, I guess. Record from the scribe of, I can't say the word. So rather than butcher it, I won't say it. Tony Hawk's Pro Kratos 4. You know, I would play that. Although Tony Hawk 4 was not a good game. I don't know if you played the 4th installment. The last good Tony Hawk games were the underground ones. In my opinion.
My sisters are too kind.
In my opinion, he's usually accurate to me. Well then. This game is gorgeous compared to 1 and 2. Well, I mean, to be fair, this was released on the PS3 as opposed to 1 and 2 being on the PS2. So visually, I mean, this makes that step. And then 3 came out before this, so they really had some time, you know, do some work on it. My boy is overtired. He doesn't want to go to bed. So you could probably hear him in the background. What have we here? More bugs. These enemies are strange, I must admit. Yeah, that is a quote. Put it on that t-shirt. That can be my other quote. You can't steal this one though, you stole my other one. You used it more than me on stream, so it became yours. Yikes, these guys are annoying. Alright, alright, alright. Now here. Nice. So of course tomorrow we're bringing you God of War 3 Remastered, which was done for the PS4. I've actually played through that one twice now. I played through on the PS3 and PS4. And I think I enjoyed that one the most. At least it's the one I remember the most.
I will not indulge you as my sister.
He bears a mark like I have never seen. He is the one! He will free us from the Fury's grasp! He is cursed! Stay away!
Yikes. No bueno. Well, this is not good. How am I supposed to get out of this mess? What is he doing?
When I open the door, sitting in front of the door.
Really? Why was he so upset?
Sorry, I thought I heard him. Rewind direction.
So this is neat. You know, as the villain here, why wouldn't you just smash this building and just be done with me? I mean, that makes most sense here, right? Like, they're patiently allowing me to just beat up on some of these things. Which which are annoying. Yep. There we go. It's so strange. It's like a toy. I really wonder what we're in store for as far as some of this kind of gameplay, because everything we've seen from the new God of War is unlike anything that we've seen in God of War series. It is like what a lot of games are in the adventure world, being your, Skyrims, obviously. So I'm curious the approach. I wonder if it was just to try something new, out of fear that doing the same thing for an 8th game, is going to result bad. And I mean, so far it's worked, right? The reviews that I've read coming in are perfect scores. I think there are 25 perfect scores across the board, which is insane. What do we do here? I've missed some because he ripped out his own guy. Thinking about it, put it back. He's slapping to shake the infected. This game is visually stimulating for sure. So yeah, this is the part of the game that I did enjoy most when I've played them, is the puzzles. None of them have been incredibly difficult. Some make you think for a second, and then you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So that's a weapon that's going to be used to impale. We just got to figure out how to set it up. Someone should reboot, play Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah, if you can find me a copy of it. I have it on mobile. But it's backwards compatible on the Xbox One. If you can find me a copy of it, I'll definitely play it. Oh, I got an ogre thing here. Oh, yikes. Okay. Alright, you're big. Annoying. There you go. There's a slight response delay I've noticed with PlayStation Now. With the controls. I don't know if it's this game or if it's PlayStation Now, but like, it's very slight, but it's enough to, in a game like this, cause some annoyance. Oh, nice. I forgot you could use these guys. Oh man, I do I have a glitch video regarding the order from God of War 3 to show you sometime. I'd like to see that. I love glitch videos, it makes me laugh. No, it's PS Now is having the same issue with the Colossus last night. Okay, that makes sense. Like, it's so slight, but it's just enough where you're like, I should have dodged that because I hit the button. And I know it's one of those things like, oh, I was doing it. You know, it's not Call of Duty. This is an actual game. Speaking of Call of Duty, that's topical right now in the news. Black Ops 4 is rumored not to have a campaign, and they're experimenting with Battle Royale, as is Battlefield 5, because of the success of Fortnite and PUBG. It's just funny that those two heavyweight franchises are now trying to mimic the success of others to stay relevant. It's funny how the tables turn over the years. You missed my KOTOR comment because Rob is chat hogging. Hey Rob, what the heck? What'd you say, Desi? I did miss it, I'm sorry. Oh, I gotta figure out how to swing. I hear it too, I don't know what it is. There we go. Alright, this should be difficult. Okay, I'm like, what am I doing wrong here?
Glory be to Olympus! I am free!
And almost dead. So I use a chat app now. I share the comment view off stream for posterity. Well, I'm not gonna be able to check it right now. I'm fighting this beast. Love me. By the gods. Man, this swiping. Ow. Ow. You got a stank breath. You know, this reminds me of the bug from Men in Black. Anyone get that? I said you can game share with me. I rebought it on the one about a month and a half ago. Desi, you want to be a guest? Well, probably not a good time for you this month. Yeah, if we have the ability to game share, that'd be awesome to have that. And then obviously you'll get the credit for the sharing. Thanks, Rob. Yeah, I did miss it because Rob types books. Alright, what are we doing now? I feel like the whole part of this first part of this game has been a boss fight. Seriously, it's been like a 30-minute boss fight. No swiping, Rob. Missed that sweet ass of yours. Can we save these things? Tina gets induced tomorrow. Yes. I was gonna say I knew that was coming up. It was any day now for you. Wish you guys the best of luck. Obviously, hope everything goes well and everyone's safe. I think if it's a boy, in honor of this God of War week, you should name your son Kratos. No, just kidding. Let's try this game. What do you think of the game, Andrea?
Boring.
Boring?
Yeah, this kind of game isn't exactly my style.
No? Dante's Inferno was fun, which is basically a clone of this game. Oh, man. Yeah, that's a serious, like, I don't know. That's a crazy, crazy fight. Let's see if we can do any upgrading to kind of show you now. So you get artifacts that you can find, just like the last ones. This game obviously is identical to the other ones. Why change if it's broken until this current game obviously coming up. We only have the single item right now, it looks like. So let's power it up. Power up. I don't have enough. Close. All right, let's get some more. So you couldn't see yourself even to the mythology, the loose mythology rather. See yourself.
I mean, it's cool, but like, it's just one of those like slasher grinder games. I don't know. I guess I liked Diablo. I don't know.
Yeah, but Diablo is more of a dungeon crawler than this is, because you get items and you find things. I think there's more instant gratification for what you're doing, as opposed to this. You're just fighting enemy after enemy in like little arenas, proceeding through the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want more than 8 to 10 hours of this kind of game per game, to be honest. That's why it's kind of nice that they are changing in the new one. But all I feel like I do in this is just button mash. Click, 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 click.
That's what I mean. Like, I feel like I would get really bored of it. You know me, this isn't my style.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I like a variety of games. Like I play a little bit of everything. I even play sports games. But some, like, I'm really into for a short period of time, then I'm over it because I got like it's like a food craving, right? You're like, oh man, I could really go for a cheesecake, and that's all you think of. Like you need it. You can't function, you can't think until you fulfill that craving. Then once you have it, you're kind of like, okay, I had it, I'm good now for a while. And that's kind of how I was with like games like this. I'm like, oh man, it'd be so fun to just run around and do some beat 'em up. And then I was kind of like, God bless the poor bastard. They call for maintenance problems in these dungeons. Yeah, I want to know who built these.
The gods.
The gods? I guess that makes sense. Need a candy. A gob of war.
I have little patience left.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Just break my... candies. Uh-oh. Don't hurt me. I gotta outrun this shit.
Oh,
I'm trying to eat candy. Oh, go, go, go. This is not good. Go to the right, bro. Climb. Oh my god. I'm so gonna die. Yeah, it's not going fast enough. You are dead. Thanks. Someone call Hank. Oh, fucker. Oh my god. Like I have no feet left after that. You know what the feat was? Making it through that. Doesn't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. You're welcome, Andrea. Who's Hank? I don't know who Hank is. You know who Hank is?
nope.
How do you say that word? You missed it.
What does it look like?
A bunch of letters put together in a word that I don't know how to pronounce. Well, I'm sure I do, or else I just don't want to butcher it.
Ooh, this looks like a sex dungeon. Boobs!
Alright kids, time to go to bed.
Is that Kratos? Oh, the gods have rewarded us. Glory to Eros. He has given us a champion. Come, champion. Show me your strength. No, me.
Do I get to button mash?
Yeah, they're probably gonna turn into like something terrible.
Well, they're women, so. Probably gonna get flagged for this. Yikes.
They are nothing. Come with me to experience the greatest of pleasures.
Rob said he failed the minigame because the game cut off during the boobs for him, during his game. That's what you tell everybody, huh? Ah, see? You sketchy shit.
Take care of this.
He knew it. Every time that happens to me, I never trust it too. feel like all they can hear is just clicking for me. It's obnoxious. Rob said he was too busy switching the scene to keep the boobs off the stream. I truly think it's classified under art, though. I think it'd be funny though if our channel got shut down for that. Like, really?
We can't be the first people that ever played.
That's what I mean. Like we can't be the first that have played it. I guarantee that's out there.
You have caused me pain for the last time, Spartan.
Ugh. Some gnarly stuff in this game. Rob says, guess we'll find out. Whatever. We'll just start a new channel. That's nasty. Oh shit. Where do I go? Rob says that's effectively a spider on a dude's eye. I hate it here. There's some gnarly stuff in here. I wonder if I should throw them at my hands. It's gonna leave a mark. Got a trophy for doing something. I need help. I am not well. Did I just get eaten? Okay, I got eaten.
Well, you're clearly supposed to do something with those two purple things.
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to throw them at the hands. Again, learning the boss battles here. Not really sure what I'm doing. I mean, the game tells you right here. It's like, hey. Try to throw him.
See, like, as those fall, then that becomes a weird.
Right, but I'm hitting them. Not really all that certain. There we go. of war. Bro, get up. Nasty thing, man. Eesh. Okay. Ah! You're one ugly mother. Out of here. Get out of here. Wow. The trophy was for spilling 500 buckets of blood on Kratos. That's fun. There we go. Good time. What are we doing here? Oh, we're using the monster to fight. Okay. Biting the hand that feeds you. Clever.
Focusing only on the task ahead, Kratos struggled to remember the weeks prior to his imprisonment. To the time when he set out to break his bond with Ares, the god of war.
So you just saw technically the end of the game, ish.
Your mind is troubled. Your skills are still without equal.
Do you have business with me?
I do. But this is not the manner to discuss it.
I see no other way.
You have no reason to trust me, Spartan. I only ask that you try. Your thoughts are not your own, but I can help you. I believe these belong to you. Use these items to steal your mind, Kratos. Do not let illusion deceive you.
I see
greater skill for the path ahead.
And what path is that?
The path of freedom, Kratos.
Freedom.
Yes, freedom. Freedom from the Furies who relentlessly hunt you in the name of Ares, and ultimately, freedom from your bond to the god of war himself.
Break an oath with a god. Of all the minds in question, mine is not the one to worry about.
You waver from sound mind to illusion in the beat of a heart. Is that any life for a great warrior? The Furies are near. They cannot know I speak with you. I will draw them away. The truth waits for you in Delphi, Kratos. Seek the Oracle.
Lost treasures. So, no hidden things. So essentially this is where the story truly begins. All the action in the beginning is to get you hooked. I want to play more, which is smart. Of course, now they have little hidden corridors, alternate ways to do things. And of course, the collectibles, as I was mentioning, this is consistent throughout the games up to this point. They allow upgrades to certain things. Obviously, collecting them all grants you trophies. That's fun. Well, that's an odd creature. Those things are annoying. Get off me. Hey. These are almost stronger than a boss. Uh-oh. What happened? Yikes. I'm gonna die. I see, there's the top there. Let's see if I can get to it. Sure, there's another way. I died. Yeah. Let's see how far I can get.
How far?
Yep.
Wait.
Right. Let's try this. Let's see if we can upgrade. New moves. Not that that'll help me, but you never know. Man, what's worse, man? Definitely two. There we go. Oh God. Open-minded for a different view. So gnarly. We got through that part. Not bad. So these are where the puzzles that I was mentioning a little bit earlier come into play. Allows you to get to areas that you need to, or secrets, really. So I found yet another Phoenix Feather. And ultimately I drag this across the room to get to the other things. Or maybe not. So what's the point of getting there? Strange. Let us get some health. me see one that I just missed. So they always have something just out of perspective. Yeah, spinach is better than lettuce. So that's how you get to that one. Why? What was that ad? This is marketing something. PlayStation. Already signed up for your trial, and they're like, hey, spend more money and get things. Speaking of doing things, if you have a chance, subscribe to our YouTube. It's free. The best part is, once we hit 100, we'll stop bugging you. Alright, puzzle. What have you do? True story. Never understood that. And climbs certain things, but he just refuses to climb others. Like so. Confucius. I wonder if I can kick the thing. No. What am I missing? Any ideas, viewers? I'm missing something obvious. What is it? No, iCloud, go away. It's annoying. So there's the thing. But how do we do? You got me. Well, as exciting as this is, this would be probably, you know, I can, you know, it wouldn't let me do that before. I tried that, I was kicking it and it wouldn't let me do that. I'm an idiot. Pulled 100 people. I bet we only pulled 87 people. We need 100. There we go. Eric, you already missed the sequence. Weren't you here for that? You got to see some. Several. It's true. Kill the bugs, man. Kill the bugs. Yeah, this is fun. Neat.
For those who seek the truth, the heat of Ares' fire has no burn.
Oh. The other Rob showed up. You missed boobs. Steve Harvey. I am not. Fire of Ares. Cool. Effective. Oh. Nice. Do the dick punch? You can do a dick punch? Is that a thing? I don't think that's a thing. To rip him in half, does that work? Oh, Saints Row, no, those are good games. Those are vulgar. I like them. It's fun. Ultimately, though, should you do a full 10-hour stream to be God of War 3? I don't know how late people will be watching 10 hours. That would be till 6 in the morning, dude. So I don't know about all that. I can say that I won't be watching all 10 hours. So I have to work on Friday. But I mean, if you're up for the challenge, go for it. That's a long stream though. Ollie. I mean, really, dude? Eat it. I know it's click is bad. This game is such a button mashing game. These guys are good. This thing is making me angry. There. Good night. Mid health. Ow. Why? Why? Well, on that note, I think it's a good place to stop anyways. I'm dead and dead tired. And you got a little bit of taste of God of War Ascension. So far this week we have played God of War 2, and now God of War Ascension. So the first and second game of the franchise and the very latest, the most recent from 5 years ago in the franchise. Tomorrow you'll get one that was on the PS4 remastered from the PS3 with Eric the Dead playing God of War 3 remastered. Go figure. Why are we doing this all week? Because we want you to watch us Friday night, possibly at 8:30, maybe an early start time. We haven't worked out the details yet. If we do, the reason we're going early is to show off Rob unboxing the exclusive PS4 Pro version or bundle of the game and console, as well as the collector's edition. From my understanding, he has them both that'll be showing off. So that is Friday, so make sure you tune in for that very special weekly dosage. It'll be our 29th episode, which is insane, and our very final one for now on Friday nights, so make sure you tune in for that. And then of course it starts all over again next week, going back to our regular or newly scheduled programming with Rob on Mondays 8:30, Eric on Tuesdays at 8:30, myself with the Classics Lounge on Wednesdays at 8:30, and then Thursdays will be the weekly dosage now at 8:30 every single week. That'll be episode 30. We're actually working on a very special episode for that to kick things off for the new schedule. Then of course Friday, everybody has been waiting for this film, at least I know I have. The Avengers Infinity War is finally coming out, and we're going to do a special bonus episode for that. So make sure you're tuning in and subscribing to not only our Twitch but our YouTube because of the link below. We need 13 more subscriptions. So if you're already helping us out and want to create another channel just to give us a sub, I ain't mad about it. But we desperately need 13 more. And the only reason we're bothering and putting such heavy emphasis on it is because we want a custom URL. And Google YouTube requirement is that you have at least 100 subscribers and a set amount of channel views and days as a channel, which I believe is like 30 days. We have far surpassed that. So please do us a solid and hit that sub button. Once we get it, you can unsub. You can even turn off notifications if you're annoyed by us going live every weekday. But if you're not annoyed, we appreciate you checking us out every week. So again, make sure to check out that below. It's if you just search YouTube for Dose of Nerd Acumen, it's the first channel that comes up. Or if you're already there, just hit that button. Greatly appreciate it. So again, tune in tomorrow night for episode with Eric the Dead featuring God of War 3 Remastered. And then, of course, Friday is our weekly dosage. So it's been another installment of DNA's Classics Lounge with me, GRAV1TY. I appreciate you all coming. And until next time, keep gaming.